Hi everyone, I'm Jason Shields with JasonTShields.com, and this is an impromptu live stream that I wanted to do last night, as I said in the post on Facebook. I had it scheduled and then it got deleted for some reason. So I'm doing it now as far as the astrology forecast. So welcome to the live stream. And I'm not expecting too many people to really show up, but this is actually for you guys to rewatch and get the latest information. What's interesting, um, uh, as far as what's going on here, starting tomorrow, is what we call the Lionsgate Portal. Now, this occurs when our brightest star, Sirius, Sirius, the Sirius star system, it's when our sun ingresses or comes into the position of the actual Sirius stars. It conjuncts. So basically, and this is happening tomorrow, August 8th at, I believe it's at 9:50 a.m. or 10 a.m. around that time. So what is it? So Sirius is actually what we call in astrology our spiritual sun, whereas our sun that we have now, the sun of our solar system, is equated to more of the ego and the physical sun. So we kind of have those two conjuncting, and what it does is it opens what we call a portal of energy. So think of it as light information, that's coming from that star system into our solar system and bathing the Earth with the mixture of the Sirius and our sun. So what's interesting is Sirius is actually in astrology equated to Jupiter and Mars. Okay, so we kind of talked about Jupiter going retrograde in July 29th. It goes all the way through till October 30th. Well, Jupiter and Mars are connected to this configuration, and so let's just say with the new moon, and you throw the new moon in the mix, you get creative sparks going crazy, in a good way. So yeah, that's what's kind of happening. It opens that portal. It's basically with the new moon, we have a clean slate, and especially in Leo, that fiery nature where the sun is the ruler of that sign, of the sign of Leo. So it's going to be affecting those of us who are Leos, Virgos, and Aquarians. Okay, and this could be your sun sign or your rising sign. So take a look at your natal chart and find out. Well, I know that you know what your sun sign is. That's the date that you were born, where the sun was, and that's your main horoscope crap that you read in the paper, which I don't really like anyway, because they're so generic. So, but think about that. So here's what Sirius and this Lionsgate Portal does. It actually takes that new moon and in Leo and just bumps it up by 10,000%. New moons are all about the blank slate. It's all about manifestation, and so tomorrow would be the day to really look inward and write down what you would like to manifest over the next couple of weeks as the moon waxes into Aquarius. The full moon actually is going to be in Aquarius again. It was in Aquarius last month, so it's what we call a double full moon. And Aquarius, okay? You've heard of the blue moon. The blue moon is when we have two full moons in the same month. Well, a double full moon is when it occurs when the full moon is in the same sign consecutively. Okay, so we had the full moon in Aquarius last month in July. We have the full moon in Aquarius this month. So a lot of stuff is going to be happening. One thing that I did not mention during the last live stream was the fact that Saturn is still retrograde. And so what that means is, and for those of you who don't understand the retrograde, really, whenever you see a planet go retrograde, it goes backward. It goes inward, okay? Saturn is the teacher. He is the disciplinarian. He is the teacher that forces you to go within, along with Jupiter, that expansiveness, and he forces you to ask, okay, well, actually, he kind of puts up a mirror in this case. That energy is like a mirror that you're looking at. What that means is that, and by the way, let's see, I'm looking at when does Saturn goes direct October the 10th. Whereas Jupiter goes direct, no longer retrograde on the 30th. So we have a pretty long time before these two major planets go direct. So we're in this retrograde period. So what does that mean? With those of us who have Saturn in our charts, like actually, when I start talking about the three main signs that are going to be affected most by the new moon tomorrow, it really is going to affect all of us, either in a good way or a bad way. It just is how we react to it, right? So, with Saturn Saturn retrograde now, and this new moon, and all the way through to the full moon in Aquarius, I forget, it's like on the 26th or something. I'll have to look it up. But during this time period, it's more of let's look inward and really find out who am I? Okay, so many of you, especially Virgos, which is me, Virgo rising, the last couple of months have been very uncomfortable. It's almost like you're not really in your skin, and it's almost like a derealization type of thing that's happening for many of us. Virgos and Aquarius. Aquarians, sun sign, and rising. So I'll be getting to this in just a little bit. Main thing is really what a portal is a doorway. The next few days, you actually today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we're going to be seeing not just with this portal, but with the planet Uranus and its different aspects that it's making to our planet now. We're going to be seeing more interdimensional rifting. Okay, I call them IRs, interdimensional rifting, which means the dimensions of our world and the other worlds are kind of colliding and kind of bleeding through. So during this time, it's not uncommon for me to have clients telling me that they've seen or communicated with loved ones on the other side. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The other are extraterrestrial sightings, UFOs. Look to the skies, guys, on that front. So really, we're heading into a really powerful day tomorrow. And as far as that goes, tomorrow like I said, after 10 a.m., we're in that new moon phase. And hi, Joyce. Joyce has just joined us. Um, uh, when we enter that period of the new moon in Leo, okay, not to mention, I'm also looking at my notes here because I got them up. We have not just the Lionsgate portal opening, with the energy of Sirius, the Sirius star system, we also have Mercury in Leo. All right, so we have three things going on. We got the new moon in Leo. We have the sun in Leo. Okay, we have Sirius coming into play here, and that's Sirius. And then we also, those main three ones. Uh, uh, what that does is, and Mercury, let's see, Mercury is staying there for quite a few days, I think, until about Tuesday, this next Tuesday. So what that means is, um, it's like, again, with this portal, and how I describe astrology to some people who don't understand it is astrology has a lot to do with, it's energies of the planets, okay? Um, and their light, okay, their light transmission to and from our planet and so forth. So with the Lionsgate portal, think of it as a stream of energy coming into our planet with information. Okay, and this is actually, you could say it's otherworldly information. It could be what we call information downloads. For those of you who know about that, I'll talk more about that in another live stream. They'll be longer, so I can explain more of it. But what information downloads are actually information that comes into your auric field energetically from God, from the higher source, specifically for you. So the whole thing about tomorrow and the next couple of days is really all of us. We all have Leo in our charts, okay? We all have either Leo on a cusp of one of our houses. We all have, we may have Leo rising, we may even be a Leo, or we have planets in Leo in different areas of the chart. So look to see where that is in your natal chart, and that's where it's going to be more affected. Now, me, I'm actually affected on all three signs I'm going to be talking about. And the three signs that are going to be most affected, actually three, not just the sun signs, but your rising signs. Leo, Virgo, and Aquarius. So if you have, if your sun sign is in Leo, Virgo, or Aquarius, you're going to be more affected by the new moon tomorrow and its energies in the Lionsgate portal. Take advantage of it. But there's a few caveats. So with Leos, okay, Leo or Leo rising, or in my case, again, it's me. I have a full fifth house, and the fifth house has to do with love affairs, which I'm not, zero in that department. But children, and that could be your own children or even your fur babies, all right, which I'm kind of doing a little bit with Miss Daisy May. We have to take her to the vet on Monday because she has her little front paw is really hurting her. And so that's my kid that I'm dealing with, bless her heart, which I'll have to remember to show you what we're giving her until then to help with I'll do it now because it's my live stream. Let me see, I want to make sure. Yeah, these are amazing for doggies. And John got them at PetSmart. It's only natural pet hemp advanced hip and joint support. So it has like hemp seed, glucosamine, and MSM. So not MSG, MSM. Um, but anyway, the fifth house, if you have a full fifth house, or even if look at your fifth house too. If you're not a Leo rising, or whatever. Same goes for Virgo and Aquarius. So with Leo, here is what here's how your new moon is going to affect you. For the Leos and Leos rising in my fifth house. Really, for the Leo, you're going to have to really embrace who you are. There's going to be, well, there has been this kind of feeling like, okay, who am I? Actually, for all three signs, but Leo especially, it's actually embracing, and this is for anyone, radically embracing your authentic self. It's radical acceptance of who you are, despite whatever anyone says or does or thinks, okay, regardless. And everyone has an opinion, but for right now, if you're Leo rising, screw them. You have to ask yourself, in what way am I underestimating myself, and do I need to get how do I get back on this platform, up on the platform, on the stage, if you will, not literally, and radically self-accept who you are, all right, and love yourself. That is going to be the main theme for Leo in this new moon. So what I would encourage you guys to do, Leos and Leo risings, is go deep within, use that Saturn, Jupiter retrograde, let that energy kind of sink in over the next few days, and ask yourself, if you need to, who am I? Why am I here? Do I have am I missing my mission? All right. It's really boils down for Leo, vulnerability, and becoming vulnerable to people in a good way. All right. And I'll go into more detail with this, but as far as the example I'm going to give you right now, is with, well, actually, it's actually how am I underestimating myself. I've been doing that lately with my prices. Okay, I'm not sticking to my guns. It's like, well, I had this client, well, actually, she wasn't a client, potential client, contact me over my Facebook business page, and she wanted a psychic reading. So I sent her a message, and I sent her my number. I said, text me, I'll get you in. So immediately that night, it was 10:30 in the evening, which I'm hardly ever up. She texts me, and I get back to her. I'm not going to say what her name is, but I say, I give her the information, and I say I can get you in this date, this date, this date. But then she asks me, how much do I charge? I'm thinking, okay, first of all, you're on my Facebook business page where it says jasontshills.com. Why didn't you just go on there and actually read? Come to find out, she asked me how much. I told her, $200 for the hour, $100 for a half hour. But then I did not step up to the plate, and I said, however, I am running, well, I'm not really running a special, but I will give you a certain discount, all right? I shouldn't have done that, because what does that do? All right, I'm not believing in myself. I'm not believing I'm worth what I charge. So, yeah, every time someone texts me to ask me how much something is, I don't get upset. But every time I text back and tell them how much it is, I'm putting myself out there. All right, I'm risking being vulnerable, but at the same time, I'm also saying, hey, here it is, and this is what I'm worth. And all right, if you accept it, you accept it. You don't, you don't. She never responded, so I got my answer, but that's okay. So part of this with you Leos, and I'm gonna go to Virgo here too, because Virgos, yeah, I'm Virgo rising, so I got the fifth house with the Leo thing, with the vulnerability. Yeah. So Virgos, uh, Virgos rising, you're going to be in for some serious surprises headed your way or our way. And what I mean by that is with Mercury, planet Mercury actually rules Virgo, and it's going into Leo, where it's firing up. So with this powerful conjunction of the new moon, Mercury, and the new moon, really it's more of, okay, for Virgos, take your to-do list like I have, the little check marks, throw them aside for a few days, okay? Throw them aside for today, tomorrow, and Monday, even Tuesday if you can. And just be perceptive, all right? Listen to not only other people, but really listen here, okay? Listen to your heart. Most importantly, though, listen to the environment. Go out there into nature and just listen, okay? Listen to the birds, listen to the wind, whatever, the rain, if it's raining where you are. It's important to stop thinking for the next few days. And for the Virgo risings, as far as your manifestation, what you want to write down, again, listen to your heart before you write down what you'd like to manifest for tomorrow with this Lionsgate portal. Um, Many people say that this portal says, hey, it's like the most powerful day of the year. I don't know. I mean, but as far as like all the planetary positions that's coming up, yeah, and what's happening already. I'm actually feeling the energy. I know that many of my family members and um, uh, my friends, my extended family, my soul tribe, they're feeling it too. Okay, they're feeling this energy come back, and I don't know about you, but I have felt drained over this past month, and not just because of work, but just spiritually. And it's kind of like what's been going on with not just the planetary configurations, but it's a higher vibrational level type of thing that we're seeing uh, come to fruition tomorrow. So it's kind of like hitting that the end of it, thank God. And we're inviting that new moon portal opening tomorrow for that influx of energy. So my advice is today, tomorrow morning, take some time off and just chill out. All right, chill out. Get out some paper, and really think about, or even tonight or this afternoon, think about what it is that you would like to manifest. And I'm not talking about just money. Okay, money is okay. Actually, it's great, but at the same time, think about like relationships. What relationships that you would like to get to have improved. It's more of a portal of manifestation for insight into what to do next. And yes, it's a manifestation portal to Lionsgate. But at the same time, I always say, be careful what you wish for. All right, so take that into account. Virgo, here's where I'm going to stress the importance of this. Okay, so with the Mercury coming in, and it's our ruler actually, for Virgos, there will be some new information that will be revealed to you. Information that was hidden before about certain things that you thought you knew about. That's going to change everything. So I'm not saying, don't worry, I'm not saying that you're screwed. No, it's just that this new moon and the current Mercury, where it's at in Leo, it's going to shed some new light on information, on things that you thought you knew about, and it's just going to kind of add more information to that. Which kind of brings me to Aquarius. So, whew, Aquarian, your Aquarians and Aquarian risings, this is actually going to affect you the most. Again, earlier in the broadcast, what I said was we have a double full moon in Aquarius, and so what's a double full moon? As I said before, it's think of a blue moon, and it's when a month includes two full moons, once in a blue moon. Well, a double full moon is when a full moon occurs in the same sign consecutively. So again, July we had the full moon in Aquarius, and we're having it again in Aquarius in August. And so this is a lot of energy for those of us who are in either Aquarius rising or Aquarian sun signs. And even those of us who have, like myself, planets in Aquarius. So again, out of all the signs, okay, you have the most potential for burnout. All right, so because there's so much energy coming through, and you're doing so much, so it's time to take a step back, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, getting your rest, hydrating. That's for all of us, I know, but especially Aquarian rising. Okay. The other thing is, just like with Virgo rising. Um, uh, Here's the thing: the planet Uranus, which is the Aquarius ruling planet, is very active. Right now, it's very active throughout even up to the full moon. Um, Uranus is the awakener and the rebeller, the rebellion, the rebellious planet. And so that energy means that you will, or well, you may receive some information and changes regarding people and events in your life that you were once very certain about. As a fixed air sign, the fiery energy of Leo is heating it up around you, and it can be somewhat stifling for you, Aquarius rising. So, what it's all about is getting your ass out of the way, okay, and saying, okay, I felt like I was certain about this relationship or my job or whatever, and yet here comes Uranus along with Mercury, the communicator, and you're receiving information that's, oh crap, I didn't realize I was so certain about this, and now I'm finding out something else. The thing is now that you know what to kind of expect, I'm not saying a bombshell, no, but it's just going to be some irritating new information. It's like crap. Now I have to adjust myself to the situation, and that's what life's all about. So, and especially it's about doing away with old habits. New moon, especially during the new moon. Write down the habits that you want to forget, put in the new habits that you would like to work on as the moon progresses. So let me see here. I want to make sure that I got everything. Yeah, oh, and well, I'm not saying it's funny because it's not funny. With what I said in the last live stream regarding our Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius, or now with Saturn in Aquarius, all the way through to August 10th and October 10th and October 30th. This is, let's see here. What I wrote here is around August 19th, which is actually when Uranus, the awakener, like I said, the rebellious planet, Uranus goes retrograde in the sign of Taurus. I'll go into more detail next week, I promise. But we're getting ready for in astrology and mundane astrology, as far as like predictions. There's going to be a major media bombshell hitting us around August 19th, give or take a week, and Uranus is going to be retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which has to do with possessions, banking, finances, and all that. Am I saying that there's going to be like a stock market crash? No, I mean, it could be, but I'm not going to go that far. It's just that we're just going to find out some more information. Just like with, I really don't want to mention him, but his skanky ass, Governor Cuomo, who I just can't stand. Not just him, but not just on a state level. We have a national level of secrets that are going to be coming out and being awakened within us. So be prepared for that coming up here. I'll go into more detail in the next live stream, which will be next either next week or the week after, right before the full moon. So yes, that is your that's what I got, folks. We'll make sure that if and also, I want to thank those of you who've contributed to the live streams. Teresa, and I'll mention you next week. Thank you so much. And yes, to reiterate, yeah, pray for Miss Daisy May. Yeah, she's behind me. I don't know if you can see her. But let me get you guys back over, well, if I can. Here we go. There we go. So, yes, thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. And yes, be prepared, because next time we're going to actually have an actual full live stream. Probably, I'm hoping next Friday. So if not, it'll be Sunday evening because of the full moon after that. So I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in. So have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday and Sunday, and go ahead and take advantage of these manifestation energies. So much love to you, and God bless you guys.